Subscribe to Kiwi Box.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Good luck, brother.
Kia ora team. So, Anthony Joshua's opponent for June 1st at Madison Square Garden is almost confirmed. I have an article here. I will leave in the description. You can read it, come to your own conclusions as usual. But we'll have a quick go through the article right here. So, let's go Computer Ho.
Team Ruiz confirmed deal nearly finalized to face Anthony Joshua. By Ryan Burton. While many outlets have reported that a deal has been finalized to match WBA WBO IBF IBO champion Anthony Joshua, 22-0, against Andy Ruiz, 32-1, sources close to Ruiz have informed BoxingScene.com that there are still a few minor details to be worked out. The fight could be finalized as soon as tomorrow. Fox's Mike Coppinger first reported the news. Joshua was originally scheduled to face Gerald Big Baby Miller, who was denied a license by the New York Athletic Commission due to failing 3 different tests for PEDs. Fighters such as Luis Ortiz, who was the front-runner to land the assignment and turned down an offer for reportedly more than $5 million, Michael Hunter and Manuel Char had previously been mentioned as possible replacements. It would be a short turnaround for Ruiz, who fought on April 20th when he stopped Alexander Dimitrenko in 5 rounds. The fight was the co-featured bout underneath the Danny Garcia-Adrian Granados Fox televised main event and was the first fight of Ruiz's new deal with Al Haymon's Premier Boxing Champions. Ruiz lost a majority decision to Joseph Parker in 2016 in a fight for the then-vacant WBO heavyweight title. Parker defended the title twice before losing it to Joshua last spring. Ruiz felt he deserved to get the victory over Parker and wants another chance at that title. "We will be ready on June 1st. I'm coming for those belts. That WBO belt belongs to me. Everyone knows I beat Parker," Ruiz told BoxingScene.com on April 22nd.
And that's all of the article that matters. The rest of it's going on about historical stuff. So, it looks like it's going to be Andy Ruiz. Not a bad fight considering the situation. So, the question mark leaves. Now, it's not the exact fight that many of us wanted to see. Many of us would much have rather have seen Luis Ortiz fight Anthony Joshua, but his team effectively ducked for some stupid reason. You know, the offer of over $5 million. Luis Ortiz himself said he would have taken that. His team fucked him over. Blah blah blah. Anyway, we're not going to get into that too much. It's history. It's done and dusted. He's no longer in the running. However, Eddie Hearn has come out and said that Luis Ortiz could possibly be an opponent for Anthony Joshua if he still wants to fight after the June 1st date. So there was other guys in the running. There was Michael Hunter, but I don't think many of the boxing fan base would have given Joshua much credit for that fight. Michael Hunter's come up from cruiserweight. He was a very good cruiserweight. He gave Alexander Usyk one of his hardest fights of his career. I'd put it the second hardest fight of his career behind his Marius Briedis fight in the WBSS. But like I said, many people wouldn't give Anthony Joshua credit, and I don't think he was really a realistic opponent, as he hasn't achieved enough at heavyweight yet. I mean, he's got a couple of really good wins under his belt, beating Alexander Ustinov and Martin Bakole, but just not enough on the resume, I don't think. So it looks like it's going to be Andy Ruiz Jr. Expect the confirmation in the next day or two. Now, the fight itself, I think it's going to be very interesting. I mean, Andy Ruiz doesn't have the biggest resume. He has a loss, a controversial loss to Joseph Parker in a heavyweight title fight. As it said in the article, Andy Ruiz believes that WBO belt belongs to him anyway. His best win, I guess, so far would be Alexander Dimitrienko. Not the best win, but if you followed Andy Ruiz throughout his career, he comes to fight. We're not going to see a repeat of somebody trying to box Anthony Joshua from the outside and box a smart defensive fight against Joshua from Andy Ruiz. He comes to fight, and his style is going to make it interesting. I mean, if you try and take Andy Ruiz out to the body, you're likely going to lose your fist in rolls of fat. And the way he comes forward with a high guard, making himself a very small target, he's hard to take out. That's why he's never been put down. He's got very fast hands. If he can get close enough to throw his hands, he will throw hands. He can take a shot. So it can be interesting. I think another reason they picked Andy Ruiz is because he is a pressure fighter, very much like Jarrell Miller, but a lot faster. He is a little bit smaller, and I'm sure he's going to come into this fight in very good shape. He hasn't long ago come out of a fight, so he should be in fairly decent shape. It's possible he might be training harder and trying to slim down a little more to improve his stamina. We saw against Joseph Parker that he did get tired in the later rounds. I do think the fight is either going to go the distance or it's going to go long. Don't get me wrong, I'm still picking Anthony Joshua to win here, but I think Andy Ruiz is a legit opponent for Anthony Joshua. I mean, if we look at it, it's a much better fight than Deontay Wilder versus Dominic Breazeale. It's 100 times better fight than Tyson Fury versus Tom Schwartz. It's still a much better fight than Dillian White versus Oscar Rivas. You know, none of the top guys are fighting anybody as dangerous as Andy Ruiz, so it could still be a very good fight. I'm looking forward to it, and I'm satisfied with it as a late replacement fight. And like I said, it's a lot better than a lot of other fights that are going on at the top end of the heavyweight division at the moment. So, got that news out there for now. Let us know what you think of the fight. Are you satisfied with it? Do you think Andy Ruiz is going to get knocked out in 4 rounds? And if you do think that, let me know why. Because I haven't seen anything that suggests Andy Ruiz is going to get bowled over quick smart. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. Don't forget to give me the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you in the next one. Kiwi Box out. See you!